Hello, my dear students. I welcome you all to the world of company. As you know very well, I am Dr. Prajnamarti Halli, who is working in Government First Grade College, Dharwad, has uploaded many videos on the topic company law and secretarial practice. Formation of company is very important topic wherein I have uploaded already two videos. In first video, I have explained the first and foremost stage of the formation of company, that is promotion. And in my second video, part 2, I have explained in detail what are the functional aspects to be undertaken by the company to get registered, that is incorporation stage. And this is the third part of company formation, wherein I'm going to explain you about the capital subscription stage and commencement of business stage. Okay, friends, let us start all the activities what are to be undertaken. Capital subscription and commencement of business, third and fourth stages of formation of the company. These are the stages which will be undertaken by only the public limited company and not the private companies. All those public companies are to be perform the functions of capital subscription and commencement of business. A private company and a public company not having any share capital can commence business immediately after obtaining the certificate of incorporation, but a public company having share capital can commence business only after obtaining another certificate called certificate of commencement of business from the registrar of companies. Hence, a public company having share capital has to undergo two additional stages. What are those? That is the capital subscription stage and commencement of business stage. Appointment or confirmation of the appointment of the secretary, if one has already been appointed by the promoters in promotion stage, then adoption of preliminary contracts are to be undertaken, and appointment of bankers, solicitors, legal advisors, brokers, auditors, etc. Appointment or the adoption of draft prospectus or statement in lieu of prospectus, then listing of shares on the stock exchange, adoption of underwriting contracts. So these are the activities to be undertaken. What do you mean by adoption of preliminary contracts? Before registering the company, promoters enter into several contracts on behalf of the proposed company, such as contract for purchasing of properties and assets, or contract for purchasing existing business, if any. As these contracts were entered into by the promoters when the company was not in existence, they become valid only when they are ratified by the company. Hence, these contracts are ratified in the first board meeting of the company. A private company not having share capital can commence business immediately after getting the certificate of incorporation. But a public company having a share capital has to pass through capital subscription stage before it can commence the business. In order to raise capital from the public, prospectus is to be issued, or statement in lieu of prospectus is to be filed with the registrar of the companies. The draft of prospectus or statement in lieu of prospectus is approved by the board of directors in its meeting. Here, it could be filed with the registrar and issued to the public. This is the third stage, that is capital subscription stage is the third stage of formation of company, and in this stage the promoters of the company will decide the capital structure of their company, because managing any company for their capital is an important task. The private company can deposit its capital from limited members by the company, but public company has to observe with the varied legal rules for the collection of capital. SEBI approval. Stock Exchange Board of India is short formally called as SEBI. SEBI, Stock Exchange Board of India. It's a regulatory body which controls the capital market of India to protect the interest of investors. The public limited companies must submit all the relevant information with SEBI before issuing its securities in the capital market. So companies should not hide any material fact from SEBI, else their registration can be cancelled. And secondly, prospectus or statement in lieu of prospectus should be prepared. A public company has to prepare prospectus. It is, what do you mean by prospectus? It is a circular or invitation issued to public to invite them for subscribing to the shares of the company. This document is to be filed with the registrar. Investors set their mind about investment in a company solely on the basis of information present in this document. It should disclose all material information and should be free of any misstatements. Then appointment of bankers, brokers, and underwriters. To receive and deposit the application, money bank account are to be, bankers are to be appointed or bank accounts are to be opened. To sell the shares to the share brokers, brokers are appointed here because they sell the shares on behalf of the company. They encourage public to buy the shares and charge commission for the same. If the company is not sure of selling the whole lot of shares, it may appoint underwriters. They underwrite the shares and charge commission for the same. And then comes the bankers, as I already mentioned. According to the Companies Act, all money received by the company with the application for shares must be deposited in a scheduled bank. Hence, before issuing prospectus, the board of directors appoint bankers by passing resolution to that effect. For opening an account with the bank, the secretary has to make an application to the bank along with a copy of the memorandum of association, certificate of incorporation, certified copy of the board resolution authorizing the opening of a bank account, and specimen signatures of the persons who operate the account. So secretary has to perform this duty. And then comes what is minimum subscription. To make sure that company doesn't have shortage of funds, it is made compulsory that company must receive applications for some minimum number of shares. This is called as minimum subscription. Public company cannot make allotment of shares unless minimum subscription is received. As per the rules of SEBI, that is Stock Exchange Board of India, a company must receive 90% of the issued amount within 120 days. 120 days means almost 4 months of issue of prospectus. In case minimum subscription is not received, then company must return the application money within next 10 days. Means it cannot open the company or it cannot start its business. So the amount fixed as minimum subscription must be sufficient to provide for purchase price of any property bought or to be bought, preliminary expenses and commission payable by the company, repayment of sums borrowed to provide for the foregoing, working capital, and any other expenditure. So all these are the expenditures which will be met by the amount which is collected in the form of minimum subscription. The minimum subscription is a minimum amount which is, in the opinion of the directors or signatories to the memorandum, is required to commence business. In case of public company, the registrar will issue the certificate to commence business only when the amount raised by allotting shares is not less than the amount equivalent to the minimum subscription mentioned in the prospectus. Now, what is the fifth stage, or what is the fifth aspect, fifth work to be undertaken in this capital subscription stage? That is application to stock exchange. Company must get itself listed in a stock exchange. So here, before selling its securities to the general public, it has to register its name in stock exchange. The stock exchange authorities verify the financial soundness and other aspects of the company, and if they are satisfied, then the name of the company is listed. If a company doesn't get permission from a stock exchange within 10 weeks from date of closure of subscription, that is a list, then the allotment will become void and the money received from applicant must be returned. What is allotment of shares? After getting the name listed, the company prepares a return of allotment. Return of allotment is a statement giving details about the names, address, and numbers of shares allotted to each shareholder. The company has to submit this return of allotment to the registrar of companies. Okay. So this is the capital subscription stage. After subscribing the securities and receiving the minimum subscription, the company applies to the registrar to issue the certificate of commencement of business. Along with the application of company must file the following documents also. What is commencement of business? Here a public company cannot commence business without obtaining from registrar a certificate called certificate to commence business. To obtain this certificate, following conditions must be fulfilled. That is, a prospectus or a statement in lieu of prospectus has to be filed with the registrar of companies. A statement in lieu of prospectus has to be prepared by those companies which do not find it necessary to issue a prospectus for the issue of their shares. The statement must include all the information which a prospectus must contain under the law. What are those conditions? Number of shares allotted is not less than the minimum subscription mentioned in the prospectus. Directors have taken up and paid for their qualification shares. The amount paid on a share by them is not less than the amount paid by other members. Declaration that no money is liable to become refundable to applicants for shares for reason of failure on the part of the company to apply for or to obtain permission for the shares or debentures dealt in any recognized stock exchange. A declaration by one of the directors or the secretary or secretary in whole time to the effect that all the conditions regarding the commencement of business have been complied with. An application must be made by the company to the registrar of companies requesting him to agent the business commencement, that is certificate. The board may decide to get the issue of share capital underwritten to ensure that minimum subscription raised. The application forms for the allotment of shares along with the application money are deposited with the bankers of the company mentioned in the prospectus. After this, the board of directors will make allotment of shares in consultation with the stock exchange, and a return as to allotment of shares is sent to the registrar of companies within 1 month of the allotment. So what are the declarations? That is the declaration that 90% of the issued amount has been subscribed, that all the directors have paid in cash in respect of allotment of shares made for them. No money payable to the applicants due to company's failure to obtain permission to deal in securities on stock exchange. Statutory declaration that above requirements have been completed, and it should be signed by the director or secretary of the company. So commencement of business is the fourth stage of a formation of company, and it means at this stage the company gets a legal approval certificate from the registrar office for the purpose of running a specific company or business. When a company's legal documents are verified by any registrar under section 149 subsection 1 and section 149 subsection 2, then the company gets a legal certificate to run the business. The legal certificate is also known as certificate of commencement of business. Here, the registrar, after receiving the declaration of compliance with the provisions of section 149, secretary or one of the directors along with the required filing fees, they give the fees, will scrutinize the declaration, and if satisfied will issue a certificate. From the date of the issue of this certificate, company is entitled to commence business and also empowered to exercise its borrowing powers. Further, the company should get the certificate within 1 year of its incorporation. All contracts entered into between the date of incorporation and the date of commencement of business are provisional and would become binding on the company automatically only after it is certified to commence business. After such steps, the company will be entitled to commence business provided the following conditions are fulfilled. What are those conditions? The share amounting at least a minimum subscription must be subscribed. The director must have paid for the shares to the same, and the company secretary or the director must have filed with the registrar's declaration that no conditions have been complied with. The registrar will verify all the documents and declarations submitted by the company. If he is satisfied with the authenticity and or validity of these documents, then he will issue a certificate of commencement of business. The company can start its business activities from the date of issue of the certificate. All the declarations have been verified and submitted. So a certificate, which is known as certificate of commencement of business, will be issued if all other necessities of the company's ordinance have been completed. On a collection of said certificates, any company is allowed or permitted to begin its business. Here, what is the concluding aspect? That is, formation of a company is a procedure of incorporation of a company. It includes various factors and legal documents for the purpose of incorporation. At the time of establishment, there are two documents play very important role. Those documents are Memorandum of Association and Articles of Association. Thus, the formation of company in company law includes various major stages for fulfilling the procedure of incorporation. Without these stages, the company cannot be formed and run. So, my dear students, in this video, we have concluded, we have understood all the necessary steps to be undertaken by a public company. And in my next video, I'm going to explain about the necessary documents of the company. What are the important documents of the company? I request you all to watch all the video series which I have made on the topics like principles and practice of auditing, commercial arithmetic, business research methodology, and quantitative techniques and company law. So hereby, I'd like to invite you all to my YouTube channel called Prajna Mattihalli channel. Thank you.